According to Steam's refund policy, Valve will issue a refund for any game you buy so long as it's been played for less than 2 hours. So I figured I'd play some games I've never tried before and review them based on first impressions alone. If for any reason a game doesn't impress me within the first 2 hours, I'll be refunding it. Welcome to today's episode of the Steam Refund Review. Outer Wilds is a 2020 exploration mystery puzzle game in which you play as an alien to discover the truths of an ancient society by exploring distant planets in a fictitious solar system. The Steam description reads, named Game of the Year in 2019 by Giant Bomb, Polygon, Eurogamer, and The Guardian, Outer Wilds is a critically acclaimed and award-winning open-world mystery about a solar system trapped in an endless time loop. So I'm going to be completely honest, I thought this game genre was dead until I played this. I remember playing Myst and Riven as a kid some 20 plus years ago, and I loved those games. I hope this can prove to be a worthy successor to the exploration mystery puzzle genre. The game has a 95% overwhelming positive rating on Steam with just under 70,000 reviews at the time of writing, so let's see if all those positive reviews are justified. Alright, so as you jump in, you're tasked with obtaining some launch codes so that you can explore the solar system as a brand new pilot. I started by interacting with some other aliens in the community that I live in and do some tutorial type stuff as I ascended up a hill to the observatory so I could retrieve the launch codes from an NPC. I thought it was cool how the game integrated the tutorial into the first section of the game. You can fly a model ship that controls like the one you'll be piloting, search for friends in a game of hide and seek using a signal scope to practice using it, and give zero-gravity jetpacking a try as well while you're trying to find the NPC who has the launch codes. I already like the look and the feel of the game in the beginning tutorial section, but let's see if it continues to impress as we dive deeper into it. So as I mentioned before, the game is very exploration and puzzle heavy. After obtaining the launch codes, you search nearby planets for clues as to what happened to an extinct race of aliens. You'll use your various tools to uncover mysteries and explore beautiful, quiet, dangerous, and spooky planets along the way. The game has a bit of a twist though. As mentioned in the description, you're stuck in a time loop. Every 22 minutes, the sun will explode and send you back to right before you took off to explore. The only thing that you get to keep from your previous loop is the knowledge that you've gained along the way, which is kept in a logbook on the ship. For some reason, that's the one thing that does not get reverted back upon the start of each new loop. Like I talked about a little bit ago, tools that you'll use include a little scout robot that you can use to take pictures of distant or unreachable places, the signal scope to find signals of relevance, a translator that will help you decipher the scribblings of a language from the extinct alien species, and so on. When not on board the ship, you have to carefully manage your health, oxygen, and fuel, or else you'll die stranded in space, which will also reset you to the start of the time loop. So I can tell right away that this game is going to be very story heavy, but unfortunately I figured out virtually nothing about what it was I was supposed to be discovering during the first 2 hours of gameplay. This can probably be somewhat blamed on me though, because I kept dying in really dumb ways, like flying into a monster's mouth on a planet that I was basically told to not go explore. The graphics look great for an indie game. It could have fooled me as being a AAA title. The 3D models are great and look almost Disney-esque in some ways. I also enjoyed the visuals of the planets, environments, and effects like the black holes you'll encounter that look really trippy and cool. The sound design was also good. Nothing stuck out to me a whole lot, but I will say it was very zen to explore the planets with the beautiful or exciting music playing in the background. Alright, so I really enjoyed my time with this one, but as far as I can tell, I barely even scratched the surface of what the game has to offer in just the first 2 hours of the game. Like I said, I feel like I barely figured anything out at all because I spent most of my time just walking around the gorgeous environments and not really knowing where to start, as there are so many options of where to go to explore. The game ultimately did end up giving me a little bit of that Myst feeling that I haven't had in so long. Outer Wilds is priced at $25 when at full price, and I've also frequently seen it on sale. According to HowLongToBeat.com, the game takes about 17 hours for the average player to beat and 28 hours to complete. I'd say this one is well worth it, if nothing else than just for the zen experience. Flying weightless through space and feeling anticipation and fear when landing on a new planet was a very cool experience. I've never heard any spoilers on the game, but I have heard a lot of people say that the conclusion is phenomenal, and it's one of those games that people want to forget about just so they can experience it all over again. I myself am excited to keep experiencing it, should I choose not to refund the game. Alright, so far after experiencing the first 2 hours of gameplay, I would give this game a solid 8 out of 10. I have a feeling that the more I play, learn, and discover, the more I'll fall in love with the game. So I guess that begs the question, will I replay it or refund it? I'll definitely keep playing. How could I not want to know what comes next? I feel like this game is one that I just have to experience all the way through, if nothing else than just to talk about it with my friends. So what do you think? Have you played Outer Wilds? How do you feel about the game? Also, what do you want to see me review next in this format? Let me know down in the comments. Also, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all later.